Hello and welcome. My name's Derek and I sell physical media on eBay. And I make videos about that stuff. This is a What Sold video. Stop the music. Well, it seemed like forever. Well, just a regularity on when I make videos, right? Yesterday was a couple days ago. It was like 160, and yesterday was about the same. It definitely wasn't enough to make a video. But today, different story. Actually, I wasn't going to make one until I got this. Someone came in and bought 2 cassettes at 8:20. So if nothing would have really come around by 9:30, which I mean, even if it was 9:30, I could still make a condensed video. But enough came through, so it is 10 sales, otherwise 9 orders for 223. And I still have to get some of the stuff that I had to make labels for yesterday. So what I did, I realized that there wasn't going to be a video, and I left and did a little far drive and came back and made that sourcing video. Let's get this stuff first. We have Disney Heavyweights D21. $12. So a lot of the sales from past handful of days, well, not handful, for today, the other day, and then the other sales day, a lot of it is bread and butter stuff, $12, $15, $20. And I mean, granted, it adds up when there's days when it's, you already have 300 in sales. A whole bunch of those little $15 things adds up, and a $15 sale on most of this stuff is still at absolute minimum $5-6. So as I have a stack of DVDs, I take the DVD as such. Of course, it's going to be this kind. And this one has an insert. And I'll put the DVD like that, flip it over, put it like that. And I'm done with the pictures. That takes 8 seconds. So if it's a lot of low dollar stuff, I don't have much of any time, let alone money, wrapped up in the low dollar things to where it's $5. So even if I made $5 on every single sale and 10 went out, that's $50. Not a whole lot in regards to that, but those 10 items I might have 20 minutes in. So that's 15. Is that right? So between all of, oh no, so I would have 20, if I'm doing this right, a couple minutes each. We'll go with that. That's still over 100 an hour. I'm going to say that 15, and it wasn't really 100 an hour. So the small stuff does add up. It does help. However you want to do the math. And especially if it's something that will sell. And physical media has that tendency to sell. Not so much Toby Keith. But that was a year ago, right? About a year ago he passed. Man, I don't want to say it because it just sounds so mean and negative, but there have been a lot of names on the no longer with us list. Especially the past couple weeks. Eurodisc. Oh, this is one that I just listed. So I got to go get this box. So speaking of the box, I'm just going to do the listings, put them in boxes when they're all said and done. And on Sunday, I think Sunday at 6 or something, I'll do a live, me just putting the stuff away. Kind of enjoyed that. Some people come over, they ask questions, which is better that way. That way it is an active So someone asks a question and it's only 10, 20 seconds, maybe even, maybe a minute behind, depending on when I see it, I can answer it. But let me go in this box. The Nuremberg. All right, so I resurfaced a bunch of those. I think there's another one that I resurfaced that sold. I know that Eugene one did. No, because I just got that. And it was good enough. Maybe either way. But this one sold. 4 disc. Yeah, it's a 4 disc set. So these I paid $1 for at Habitat for Humanity up the road. 19. So that one did take, it cost $1. It did take a little while to resurface those, a couple minutes. I already have it. It does stand or stood a chance to sell. So, and I can resurface it. So why would I not put a little more time in it so I can recoup that money? Oh, but you're not making a whole lot of yeah. I'll do my thing. You can do yours. C40. Mickey Hart. C40. Mickey Hart. Rolling Thunder. Look at that graphic. Those colors and those graphics, that stuff is like Asia and Journey, and was there's another one used to do a lot of that really, really poppy graphic. Oh, actually you can read it. Rolling Thunder. But this 16. Odyssey C28. Odyssey 18. So if you're new here, I round up or round down. So that was 1806. The other one was 1609. The other one that I said 19 was actually 1853. Lonesome Dove. I figure some of that Robert Duvall stuff would probably start selling, being that he just passed a couple days ago as well. And he was 92 or 96. He was definitely up there. D27. Lonesome Dove. Lonesome Dove. 25. Got to get a book. B29. This Daily Meisel. 19. C41. Just down there. I'm looking for Fairport Harbor, which is strange because there is not Fairport Harbor. Fairport Convention. Fairport Harbor is a couple towns up from me. And that's where Headlands Beach State Park is. Spent a lot of days throughout the years up there, throughout the many, many, many years up there. And there's a restaurant. It's called Scooter's World Famous Hot Dogs. I think I've shown that before. The Fairport Convention, $14. All right, D18, Adventures in Sir Bernard. All right, The Adventures of Sir Bernard, 21. So I see this, what did I see? Steve Green. So I've been seeing Steve Green a lot, and it looks like the guy who does like the kids' songs and stuff that, some Christian kids' songs and stuff. But 21 for that. And get these two tapes. All right, these two reggae. Black Uhuru, and Brutal Out the. This one is 30. This one is 22. So $52. And I probably have 70, 80 cents in those, maybe. Whatever. I lost track a while ago, but of all that stuff I got at that business estate sale. So the guy, when I say business estate sale, so it was a business, it was in a plaza, and the guy had a small record store, but he also had a small, like, that's primarily what he did, but he also had other stuff that was, I mean, there were tens of thousands of 45s and 78s and stuff. But so I dug around and went there and got a whole box, and you can refer to the sourced 20,000 for 110 or something. And I've put the screenshot up a couple times in recent videos, but that was a fun score. And it was even more fun digging into that stuff and finding some of these sealed side loader cassettes that are the color pink of the Rolling Stones and Led Zeppelin and a lot of these other seal cassettes. I mean, I just sold that Beatles one for $300, and then the guy also spent like another, I don't remember, 100 and something on a couple other cassettes. So, like, yeah, I'll do that. It's a little lower, but sure, I'll do that. And then and I actually went to Mulholland Drive in LA. It was a pretty decent size. I mean, almost anything on Mulholland Drive in Los Angeles is going to be a nice house. So today, I probably have enough to get some DVDs listed. I need to work on those books because now I have accrued. My box is now pretty much full. It's enough for, I don't know. I gotta take the box out and see how many are in there. If there is close to 25 books, then I'll do books today. If not, then I'll just do real quick DVD listing and then just go to the thrift stores right up the road and call that a day. Nothing real spectacular as for sales wise. It just goes with just have to keep listing. I mean, believe me, in any other reseller, when you're on a sales ride that's average pretty much 400 a day for 5 months, 4 months, and then you get a couple of these days that are like 100 and change, it's like, do I really want to be doing this? But that is the daily. That is the daily. You don't consider a whole year of success based on 4 days. Well, I mean, it took me 4 days. It was like a year. No, you don't base things off of that. Use a broader metric, a broader view, a broader scope, a broader breadth on BREADTH, breadth, on how things are going. Now, yeah, I just commented on someone's on Facebook. I usually don't follow much of these, and this one I do not as well. Oh yeah, talking about drop off. So I had I believe that $2,000 book set that I dropped off the 90-day total, and those $2,000 worth of the cassettes that sold pretty much that day. I think one was maybe it was like 1,600. Those dropped off. So if you take that's 3,500 that dropped off, but I'm still at like 29K. It's like, oh man, that's a real bummer. But you have to know that's the 2,000, 3,000, and their comment was that they recently had some bigger sales drop off, but they're still So they went from whatever the amount was, 27,000, and they're down to like 24 or something. And their message was about the same. It's good to have those big ones, those big sales, but ultimately most of your sales are going to be where your average falls in at, probably 25, $30 across the board. So then all of a sudden you get a $2,000 sale. Yeah, that boosts that average way up. But when the time comes and that drops off, you're like, oh, I actually do this for work. It actually does take a little bit of work. Well, physical media, it does take a little bit of work to keep the sales rolling in and keep the sales coming in. And regardless of how much I didn't really go out or list on in January, speaking of, I don't think there's any more snow, even at the little mound that they had that they plowed. I think that's all gone now. Granted, it's going to drop back down to high 30s maybe for over the weekend. Probably days I won't be going out doing much, but still in January I didn't really go out. I didn't do a whole lot of. I mean, I did go out, but I just wasn't really adding a whole lot to my listings. And then I took a whole bunch down at the beginning of January after the sale. Some books, but it's just keeping that inventory management. I mean, I really don't sell a whole lot of frames in comparison to how many I totally have. But when I'm out looking and frames or sunglasses, I could see someone. I sold those old Ray-Ban Bosch on Lawn ones with the Baroque temple arm on the very, very back for $200. That it was I forget the exact pattern now, but that pattern, if you wanted them brand new on through eBay, and no one else anywhere else had that exact old vintage pair, they're $800 to $1,000. Someone got these used with a broken arm, and then they could reuse whatever parts they would need, why ever they got them. Or those Ann Valentin ones, eyeglass frames that just sold for what, $240. I've sold plenty of different types of sunglasses. I'm getting way off topic. Inventory management. All right, wrap that one up. Like what you heard, like what you saw, like what you learned. You learned that I can just find things to talk about when I want to extend time. Aside of that, I mean, nothing super spectacular. The classical. I don't do a lot of classical, but I do, and I have just grabbed some classical because the artwork looks interesting, or especially if it has a barcode and it's a multi-disc set. Sure, I'll flip it over, scan the barcode. Oh, well, it's listed for $32. Does it sell? Yeah, they sell for about $20. Okay, I'll pay $1 for it. It needs resurfaced. Well, that's going to take a couple minutes. I'm still going to make money. Tell me thinking going up. Comment down below. Subscribe, share. Those are all free. They help me so we can help other people learn about physical media and selling it on eBay. Appreciate it. Thank you.